and Senator Larry Craig combining to attach a farm worker amnesty bill to the Iraq war spending bill. They did it in the dark of night with the blessings of the Senate Democratic leadership and no public debate. Senator Jeff Sessions says it's a deliberate effort to skirt the will of the people, and he joins me tonight from Capitol Hill. Senator, good to have you with us.
Lou, good to be with you.
Well, these are, this is just a little bit, there's nothing about me that I think would be Pollyannish about politics, but the Senate leadership, if I may say, Democratic leadership, is behaving in precisely the same way as the Republican Senate leadership. I know you won't want to agree with it, but I mean, it's disgusting what these people are doing.
Well, it's just unthinkable that they would take a 100-page immigration bill that has no enforcement but only legalizes 3 million plus individuals that are here illegally today and try to put that through on a supplemental designed to fund our troops who are serving us in combat. It's just not the right thing to do, and I can't believe they'll persist with it, but it passed, and it's on that bill right now, and that bill will have to come up before the Senate before long.
Do you have an idea of when it's going to move to the Senate?
I should, but I'm really not sure at this point.
I'd understood it could come as early as the end of this week.
I think that's very possible. The military is telling us they need this. When you wait very long, it puts them in a very difficult position financially to manage their accounts.
Did Senator Feinstein or Senator Craig, I thought he had resigned, by the way. I was a little confused about his sponsorship. Did either of them talk to you, any of their representatives?
No. In fact, we talked some time ago about the ag bill itself, and that we discussed some possibilities of arrangement, but this was placed on the bill totally without my knowledge, and I didn't know about it until I heard that it had already passed.
So
it has a couple of interesting things. It'll be about 3 million people, Lou, including families who would be legalized, who are now here illegally. But they say it's only for 5 years.
Right.
But, of course, what we're going to do in 5 years from now. But more significantly within that, goat herders, sheep herders, and horse workers are placed on a 3-year path to a green card, which is permanent residence in the country. So it's not just a 5-year bill. It puts quite a large number of workers, and how they chose those, I don't know. They must have had a good lobbyist at work. Maybe we ought to find those guys and hire them to serve the national interest. But I don't know how they got that through.
Well, with the lobbyists spending almost $3 billion a year to lobby you all in Washington and both parties, there's not much room for, you shouldn't have to go out and find them. It looks to me like you could swat about 3 of them by just reaching out. They've got 41,000 lobbyists in that town. The American people
to understand why those 3 groups of people, goat herders, sheep herders, and horse workers, should be put on a guaranteed path to citizenship as opposed to some other groups that were affected by the bill.
Well, we're going to put on our website, if people want, I mean, this is outrageous. I don't know what you're hearing from your constituents, but this is just an outrage. People who want to contact their congressmen and senators, go to LouDobbs.com. We'll have something there where you can contact your elected officials and let them know what you think of it. It's disgusting. I got to say, I mean, are there any standards left in that town, Senator Sessions?
Well, I worry about it because we were beginning to make modest steps toward creating some moral authority that our borders were not open anymore but being closed. And then when you run in and provide this kind of amnesty to people who came here less than a year ago, past the border with our National Guard, with defense. So we're going to reward those who've been here less than a year is almost unthinkable.
Well, Senator, I got to say, the leadership, the Democratic leadership of that Senate is about as disgusting a bunch as you could ask for. I appreciate it. Senator Jeff Sessions, thanks for your battle and your efforts to win this one. What a mess.